Today let's do a little test and see if a Ford Maverick can do big truck things, like get sheet stock and put it in the back of the truck. I'll save you watching me actually load the sheet stock because I'm getting older, so it's not as easy as it used to be. But I load up 4 or 5 sheets of 4x8 plywood here, and then we've got to wheel it back out to the truck and test if it actually fits in the Maverick. Now, one of the features they give you in the Maverick is something that's just called a flex bed, and it's something that's in a lot of different trucks. It's not necessarily unique to the Maverick, but I had to learn how to use it for the very first time here. Basically, you take the little cable that holds your tailgate up, you snap it into a higher position, and it keeps your tailgate up at an angle now, so it's more likely to keep the sheet goods from sliding out. And when your bed's only 4'4", you need as much help as you can get. Thankfully, as you'll see here in just a minute, the full width of the Maverick's bed is enough that you can fit a full 4x8 sheet of plywood in there, and it's really not a big deal. Is it tighter than a normal truck? Yeah, of course. But is it difficult to get in there? No, not any more difficult than a normal truck. If anything, something I don't hear people talking about is the fact that the loading height of the Maverick is so low, it makes this kind of job easier. I feel bad for these guys with the lifted trucks trying to put sheet goods in the back. Good luck, man. You better be Thor. You better be 7'6" and 380 pounds to put that sheet good in there above your head, because I'm 6'5", and it's still not easy, but it's a lot easier for me, especially putting in the back of the Maverick. Now I've got to give you the perspective of the wood actually coming into the bed of the truck. Pretty easy just to slide it in here and have plenty of room on both sides. Unfortunately, I kind of smacked my own phone camera with the piece of plywood here, so bam. Lock you into place there, and I actually end up tying down the plywood and leave my phone in place. I forgot it was in there, and so I had to then untie this after I bought these brand new tie downs because I realized, new truck, don't have my tie downs with me. Oh, great. I don't actually recommend these tie downs. If I can find them, I'll link them in the description for you. They're just a weird design. It's a different kind of like ratcheting system than what you're used to, and granted, they are very small, they're compact, they seem to be well made enough, but the fact that you have to feed it through a totally different way than a normal tie down just made it not really worth it for me. It was very finicky to get this actually all set up. And part of the problem with the design of them too is that it's not meant to have kind of a hook on one end and then the long strap on the other end, which gives you the maximum possible length. They seem to be by design meant to loop through themselves. And so because they're meant to be a loop, you're inherently limited on the distance that you can run the thing unless you just literally tie one loose end of the strap in a knot across a tie down. And so that's kind of stupid. Like when we have tie downs that have hooks integrated into them, why would I have to just tie a knot with a piece of webbing? Can't say they're the best tie downs, but I made it work for today for our purposes. And you can see here that the plywood actually does fit in the back of a Ford Maverick. But I had one more kind of real truck experiment to do with the Maverick, so let me show you that now because it's not an easy one, fitting what I fit here in the back of the Maverick. Made a trip to Home Depot to make the little truck do actual work truck things. Got a roll of 9-foot long building wrap. Somehow figured out a way to get it in here. I do think some kind of rack akin to that one, but on both sides would be nice to be able to get material up above the cab, but then you sacrifice your mileage. So this way I'm using the sliding window, and this is my view from inside the truck now. It's not too bad. I'm actually surprised, as long as I'm not putting too much stress on the gaskets of the window there. Oh, does this center headrest go up? Yes. Oh, I'm doing that here. Oh, does it not lock? Some solid engineering right there. Shove some double-sided tape under the headrest so it's propped up. Then the roll of building wrap isn't resting on my window gasket. Ha ha. All right, rear view mirror. Let's go. That's kind of funny. What is this like to drive? And will it stay? I guess if it starts to slide out, I can just reach back and grab it.